Intentionally or not, if Harbor Freight was trying to make, say, a token item in their store or a token gift, so to speak, to represent their brand, US General, and to represent their store quite well, I gotta say, they absolutely knocked it out the ballpark with this mini toolbox. Now, I know you've seen a lot of videos about this box, but I'm gonna try to offer some extra little insights if I can. If you've not seen a video about this box, well, welcome to the Harbor Freight Mini Toolbox, US General branded. This thing is simply amazing. And I don't know about your Harbor Freight, but mine didn't have any in stock for a very long time because a lot of people bought these boxes out around Christmas time. They was on sale for $9.99 and tried to resell them on, say, Facebook Marketplace and other things. But anyway, compared to the other major retailers that have made mini toolboxes on the market, either they're overpriced or just they put them to shame with the features and that they put into this box. So if you're in the market, if you just want a mini toolbox to set on your desk in your house, which is what I'm going to do with mine, and I'll explain all that in a minute, get this one here, and you will not be disappointed for two reasons: the price and the features and quality of this box. Now, US General, let's open this up. Now, you may hear that little squeak there. That's just, again, probably because it's so new, a little squeaky here, but I'm just gonna take me a little silicone spray and just toot a little bit in here once the video's over. I'm just do that off camera. But this thing is simply amazing. So it's about 1 inch of total clearance in this, with the height of the door and the height of this lip here. Because again, for example, I'll show you something. This tool right here that I'm going to be putting in the top has about a 7/8 diameter. If you put that in there, it'll just shut right down on it perfectly fine. And again, that's that little, that Vera little handheld drive there. This thing also, every drawer has a liner in it. That's the first thing. I believe this is the only one that may even come with liners, actually. Another thing that's nice about this is that little things they thought out well that they didn't skimp on. Like, for example, see these little silicone pads right here? Let me see, can I get that in? Yeah, these little silicone pads right here and here. Well, they made it so if you dropped it, it would take that shock away, in these little silicone pads here. And you can also replace them. I mean, you can just probably buy a pack and just stick some up there if they ever fall off. And there are also some of those silicone pads on the bottom of the unit to hold it still. So if this thing is sitting on a flat surface, those silicone pads just hold it still quite well, as you can see. The box is empty with no weight in it, and it's able to stay still without being pulled. So to me, that's already a plus, that the box can hold itself in place even without any weight in it. All right. Now, another thing that's amazing about this, let me see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I may have to move the camera here. But inside, let's see here, there's a little, I don't know, can you see it from here maybe? Yeah, you see that little gray, let me see if I can get something to point to it to make sure that I'm actually pointing to that. Let me put this right here at the end of it to see. Yeah, you see right there, it's a little gray spot that I believe you should be able to see. Let me turn it up a little bit. Just a little gray dot right at the end of that mini pry bar there. Keep sliding back, sorry about that. There's actually a magnet on the other side of that. And what's the cool thing about that little magnet, watch this, it makes it feel like this thing has soft touch closing. So when you close it and it gets close, it kind of just sucks it right in, just like that. You see, let's do it again with this guy here. So again, that's pretty amazing. So if you took the box and you picked it up and you lift it forward, the drawers will not fall out of it. So again, amazing. If you think about these little things that really make this toolbox functional, I gotta say that makes, again, a huge difference for me. Now again, another thing, each drawer comes with the liner. This first drawer here is about 1.5 inches deep here and about a 1/2 inch clearance up here on the inside. So basically you have, let me see, that 1.5 inches. So basically you probably got nearly 2 inches, just roughly speaking, about 2 inches of clearance inside of this drawer. And this bottom drawer here, you're coming up with about 2 inches, a little bit more than 2 inches. And then, so maybe then about a 1/2 inch clearance. So you probably got about maybe 2.5 inches here, something like that. So this is about 2 inches, maybe closer to 3, maybe about 2.5 here, something like that. But still, plenty of clearance in these things. Now, and the weight of this thing, it does not feel cheap at all. I mean, it doesn't feel flimsy. It just, I don't know, it just feels so good when you open the doors and close them. It's just pretty amazing. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, the one thing I will say, the powder coating that's on it, it's really fantastic. But the only thing about it, I don't know if it's just gonna, yeah, you can see that on the camera. It does pick up fingerprints quite readily. So that's one thing to notice. So again, what I plan to do with this, well, I just plan to like use it on my desk. And so what I'm going to do, for example, is that I'm going to take like all of my neat little tools I want to keep clean that I keep in my desk in the house, like these pliers here that I have, this little screwdriver set here that I change a lot of batteries with. I can even, let's say if I close this drawer here and open this one here, I can put my little handheld, nut driver in here with a setup with this set of nuts. I like to keep these in the house. My little flashlight here, I can put these across here. I always keep a little level right here at my desk. Just once in a while I need to measure something, close that up. In the bottom here, I was going to keep actually my, where'd it go? Yeah. I like to keep some earplugs at my desk. And the reason being is that if I lose my set of earplugs, I'll know where some is at really quickly, so I can get me a new set. I keep my little mini pry bar just in case I need to pry something, and my Milwaukee. My audio screwed up here a little bit, guys. So anyway, I was saying that I add my Milwaukee mini tape measure in my box because I just really want it handy. And in fact, this is the only one that I actually have that does centimeters as well. So sometimes I like to measure things in centimeters depending on the situation. And I like to have it in a very quick place for me to grab it. So I'm going to set it inside of this toolbox here. So what else is there to say about this thing is that, well, this thing is pretty sweet, and I'm going to set it on my desk in my office here and have all my neat little tools in it that I like to keep clean and to keep in the house. Again, and certain little things I like to use only inside of the house. And this right here is what you see here in this box. So anyway, with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed buying this toolbox because finally I got my hands on one. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.